major?
My major is fashion merchandising and apparel design, emphasis on merchandising. Fashion merchandising is pretty much like the business portion of fashion. So I will work with like marketing, I will work with personal styling, all of the above, just anything in the business range of the fashion. Of course, with me, I personally don't want to do all the business portions of it. I personally just want to focus on the marketing and the styling.
What's the favorite part of your major?
Oh, what is the favorite part? I guess you could say the classes I take, because it's definitely helping me learn a lot about myself, and it's like giving me more interests to add to my like career. Like so much stuff that I've learned that has made me so more excited. Like the projects I receive in my classes, it's just like, oh my gosh, like it just makes you think, and it tests your ability, and then it makes you think like, can you really handle this as a career in the future?
Why do you love fashion?
Wow, it's a long story honestly, but let's see if I can sum it up. So, you know, growing up, typical little girl wants to be everything above the sun, a dancer, a singer, the president, you know. I started off dancing, and then I went to modeling at 6, and from there on, you know, gradually was like, okay, modeling, just having fun. I was always the diva, as everybody liked to look at me. And then, you know, once I went through my bullying era, it sparked something different in me. I got my first little sketchbook, and I took off from there. And from there on, you know, when middle school hit, I was known for fashion. Like, you can almost call me like the rebel, because like I would dress up knowing it was not in the dress code and get called to the office all the time. But I was like, hey, I'm known for how I dress. So from there on, I finally decided to pursue fashion in high school. I took it upon myself to finally actually look into it with a professional person into fashion, and went from there. And then, you know, high school hit with fashion classes, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to college.
In the fashion world, who inspires you the most?
Wow, so many, you know. Mostly, so I'm not the kind of person that just go and look at fashion brands. I always just kind of looked at what everybody around me wore, and so like I mostly looked at celebrities that I like and what they wore. But for the most part, I think mine is mostly on decades, or the person itself. So like Zendaya, she is a model, but she's also other things. So it's like she's in fashion, but that's not her main focus. But she's one of my top ones. Of course, I used to look at a lot of sitcoms, like Different World, and Whitley was like my favorite, as well as like oh gosh, Clueless. I love Clueless and the fashion in that. So I just have a nice little list of things, you know. I don't have a specific one, but if I had to pick, it would be probably those 3 plus grownish and plus something. Fashion really was inspired mostly from my uncle, who is now a stylist in California for celebrities. So I'm just following under his footsteps. My best advice is walk around and own it, you know, just hold your head up high, smile, flip a hair, you know, whatever the case may be. I mean, I think sometimes the clothes probably isn't always the reasoning for your confidence, you know. Sometimes it's just like you're just having a good day. You know, you like a bum, but I like you look like a baddie in that bum outfit, you know. So I feel like it's all about how you walk, your posture and your walking.
If you could style any celebrity, who would it be? Who would be the one celebrity that you would love to style?
Oh my gosh. That is so hard. Oh gosh. Who would I style? Okay. So obviously probably Zendaya. It's probably typical with Beyonce. And I'll probably do Normani at birth or whatever. My mom and my uncle told me this. After my mom had me, you know, they take a picture of the newborn babies. So apparently, like, I slept the entire time, and my uncle was trying to wake me up the entire time. Never woke up for him. The lady came in with a camera. I woke up, smiled, and went right back to sleep when she handed me back to him. And so from there on, it was like, oh, well, like we got a diva. She only takes pictures. And from there on, my family just looked at me like, Like my mom, she had this shirt for me, and it was a dress. It had the back out and stuff, and I was like maybe 4 or 5 or whatever, and she was like, I would want to wear it everywhere. And then when it got too like small, it couldn't be a dress anymore, I started wearing it as a shirt. She was like, we gotta get rid of this. And I wouldn't let her get rid of it.
Are you in any fashion organizations?
I am. I am in Dime's organization right now. I currently have been promoted to model director, which is kind of interesting because the way I came into Dime's, I wasn't even on the particular campus that they want. I was on the other campus for GS, and literally they came through my email and I was like, oh yeah, I'll be in the fashion show. And I just showed up the day of the show. I didn't come to none of the practices, and it was just like, wow, you killed that. Like you trying to join our org? And I was like, you know, sure, right now. I gotta move here next year anyway. So here I am. And they was like, you know, next semester we want you to be a model director. I was like, I just got here though. It's only been a couple months. Like, y'all don't even know me for real. And now I'm here and I'm really excited, honestly. Okay, so the name of my store is Be The Original You. Or in other words, people call it Be Toy. The way I got it started was just like my mom used to call me a hoarder because I don't get rid of clothes, but I want to keep shopping and shopping. So I was like, okay, well, I also had like this habit of just shopping out of impulse and never trying the clothes on. I'd be like, yeah, I'll just go buy this. And then I get home and like, oh, I can't fit this, you know? So at that point, I was just like, okay, I don't want to put my money to waste or whatever. And these are very fairly good use because for the most part, I'm just bad with clothes. I did not wear my clothes more than once, you know? So I was like, I don't want to wear it no more. So for me not to make my money a waste or anything, I was like, okay, I should start a store. As well as considering I know I'm good at styling, like I used to use my friends like Barbie dolls. Like I'd be in their closet like, you should put this on. And so, or if they were in my house and I'll be like, I have all these clothes and you can put this on. Like, so I just took all my favorite stuff, put it in one to make a business. So my business is pretty much like a mini thrift store online. Mostly Instagram right now. I want to branch out more, but as right now it's on Instagram, on Facebook Market. And so what I do with it is I take the clothes that I have that's in my closet or that I bought that's brand new, got tags on them, and I just sell them, you know, take pictures of them. Sometimes I'll get models to wear them and, you know, take pictures of them. Then a side bargain with it is I do personal shopping or personal styling. So with the personal styling, it's kind of included with the personal shopping, but it's more so like I want to help you rebrand. So with the styling, you're just like either it's a one-time styling thing or it's like I want to restyle my whole closet. So you're trying to start a whole new look for yourself. As well as with the rebranding, and the personal shopping, I would go personally shop for you. Just tell me the kind of look you're starting to go for or how you want to rebrand yourself. And then I would go to the stores myself and rebrand. It's also a way of me helping you budget because a lot of people don't know that you can style yourself right out the closet or just in cheap places and make it look like $1 million. So I like to do a lot of thrift shopping. I like to do a lot of clearance shopping. Like it's very rare when I'm on the actual rack with the main prices. Like, no, it's got to be marked down with a red tag on it somewhere, you know. And I just want to teach people how to do that, you know, save money and still be fly. You know, I always say there's a difference between being like stylish and drip, you know. Like drip is just a bunch of name brand stuff versus if you have actual style, then you know how to style stuff that look like rags, you know. So that's my main like goal focus of my whole business is to just do that. I do have a customized option. So like say if we don't went through option 1, 2, and 3, which is like option 1 is look what I have in my closet. Option 2 is we go to the store or I go to the store for you and find stuff to help you rebrand. And then option 3 is I would customize different looks for you. So like, or occasions. So if you have like if you gotta go to a gala and you like, okay, you have anything in your closet, you don't like anything that I got in my closet. Okay, you go to the stores, the different stores that I know that will be affordable, you know. We go there, we don't see nothing you really feeling or you can't fit or whatever. So then we go to the third option. I go, okay, let's figure out what you're feeling, what you really want to do. And I'll draw different options based off of the kind of idea you have in your head for what you want to wear. Or if you don't have anything at all, I'll still draw different ideas for you. From there on, I'll send it to a manufacturer or, I'm working on trying to partner with somebody now, especially from here, so we can help build each other up, which is what I mainly want to do. So from there on, I'm looking for people that knows how to sew, so I can partner with them. So then what I would sketch, then they would end up sewing for me. So I'm working on that as a package in my business. So my business is kind of leading from the thrift to the, personal styling, personal shop, which is, the term for that is actually called fashion consultant.
Do you have a specific reason why you chose to become a stylist, to start focusing more on styling?
I do. So I do like to style. I do like to sketch stuff. Like it's a big part of me. Like I can't help not making stuff from scratch, but it's the actual labor work that lost me. I took my first little sewing class here, and I realized like it really isn't for me because it's very tedious, and I'm a person that just likes to just do things and just go. Like I just like to keep moving with sewing. You have to take your time, bits and pieces. It's just not in me to do. So with that being said, I was like, yeah, merchandising's more part of the styling, and I dress myself every day perfectly fine. And if somebody else asks me to dress them, I do them just like that, So I just was like, I'd rather do something that I am quicker and easier to do rather than sewing. Like when I was sewing, my sewing was not very well. So I was like, okay, I don't want to mess up nobody's work, So I just decided styling is the best and more suitable position for me, but I would like to at least still do sketching. When I finish styling, I want you to feel confident in what you're wearing. And it's like, I want my styling to be a confidence booster. So at the end of the thing, I want to make sure first off you're comfortable, but yet you feel brand new and you feel confident in what you're doing. So it's like, if you feel like you're uncomfortable, then most likely it's like you probably looking really good, but then it's because it's new to you. So then my job is to at least help build your confidence.
What are your plans for after graduation?
So after graduation, I do plan on going to a technical college for cosmetology, because I do want to start my own, like, kind of like a modeling agency, but like not just strictly modeling. I want it to be like almost like a model boot camp type of thing. So I want to touch every industry in modeling. That goes for cosmetology, that goes for photography, that goes for styling, designing, and modeling. Even print modeling and runway modeling. So I want to touch a base on everything that makes up a modeling, even marketing and stuff, So I want to make up my own like boot camp to like let other individuals test their craft after they graduate or give it a chance, give it a try. Like if you're a photographer, after you get out of photography school, you're gonna want to take test shots and pictures, and so then with models, they don't know a lot of poses, or they don't know the different runway walks. Styling, I can put them through the test, put them through the ringer, give them different like scenarios. Okay, if you have to style for this, so designers, the same thing for them. So makeup, quick makeup or slow makeup, like they could test their ability on that. So nails, hair, makeup, whatever. I want to do that. So I want to go to cosmetology school after I graduate, so I can also know for myself before I can't, tell other people if they're doing good if I don't know the craft. So I'm trying to learn each individual industry on my own so I can make sure to teach their craft. As well as for styling, I want to be a personal stylist anyway, so I am gonna try an intern, probably with my uncle who's already, successful in his business, and go to California, for time to get some more tips on that perspective. So that's pretty much my goal after college.